Hello and welcome to another episode of Bandit Fishing UK. In this episode, as you probably guessed, I'm after sole. I'm back on the peat ledges, close to Newport. I've picked a very small tide, which is best for this sort of mark, and calm conditions, sunny weather, t-shirt weather. Wouldn't have thought that a month ago. But yeah, sole fishing today. I'm just waiting for water. It's always good to get here early, just to get your preferred spot. Just to pick a ledge just slightly higher, or somewhere you'll get water a little bit earlier than other places, because it can get busy. I'm going to be fishing my standard tactics really, like a short up and overs. But I'm also going to try a different sort of scratching rig on the one rod when the water comes in close. I've got my Ziplex M4 GTs and a pair of multiplier rods. I could probably get away with something a bit lighter, but you never know. With the conditions, you never know if it's going to be weedy or not here. So the gear is to match the potential conditions rather than the fish. Obviously you could bring a sole in, probably on an up tider or a spinning rod, but better to be on the safe side. And my bait today is ragworm, which is the only bait I use when I'm targeting sole. I got loads of, got a pound or so from Simon from Baits For You last night. And I know the sole are about because when I picked that worm up yesterday, I had a cheeky hour on a mark a little bit further up channel, and I had one, I think it was second cast, a fish of 12 ounces, which is a great start. So let's hope I'll fish a little bit harder today and for longer. Hopefully I'll pick a few up. So my up and over rig, if you've seen the older videos, the ones from the first time I came to these ledges, you would have seen it. It's a little bit mucky because I used it yesterday, but I've checked the line, it's all in good condition. So I start off with a swivel to an upside down link clip, short 80-pound rig body. I got a swivel running between two beads and trapped by another swivel, and onto that running swivel I got my imp and my lead to a grip lead. I got a short snood, 40-pound line. I've got a bit of gemline tubing as a bait stop, a couple of sequins, and a razor sharp size 3 Varivus. I think it's a super match hook. Use your preferred hook. Don't go too big, don't go too small either. But the most important thing, it sounds silly, make sure it's really sharp, because the fish will come in and play with the bait, and then by the time you've seen the bite, he's already hooked. He's hooked himself against that grip lead. So I'll put a couple of worms in there later. When it comes to casting, I clip the hook into the imp, and then the snood will go over onto that top clip, and that's how you cast. And obviously you can still fish it as a running ledger. If you want to cast closer, just cast it as it is. So that's the first rig. The other rig I'm going to try, the new rig for me if you like, is a boom rig. Now this rig body is about 2.5 foot long, and I've got it down to a grip lead as well because I don't want it moving anywhere. I've just got some booms trapped between beads and a crimp on the bottom there and on the top. And off the booms I've got short lengths, about 8 to 9 inches, a 40-pound snood, and I've got 2 size 4s on this, so I'll use slightly smaller baits on this. And I'll start, this one cast as well as the other rig, so when the water's touching the ledges I'll drop it in a bit shorter, 30-40 yards or so. And this is just something different, you know, never settle on what you use, always try something a little bit different. It might work better than my other rigs, might pick up different fish, so it's always worth experimenting. Let's get some baits on. I've got a bite on this right hand rod that's on the boom rig. Hope you can see the sun is very bright. I'm gonna see what's on there. I think we just cast it out a minute ago. Yeah, there's a fish on there. I think what I'll do is swap the rod. No, I won't. Maybe I'll last minute. See what's on. Yeah, there's a fish on here. Nice fish as well. Gotta get around and beach him up on the side. I'll be back.
5 minutes later.
Oh, got him. Target achieved. Oh, that was a bit hairy. I didn't want to risk lifting it, so I walked down to the beach on my left there. It's a nice fish. It's well over £2. Oh, so strong. I got a small hook on. I don't mind holding it now. If I drop him on here, it's fine. What a beast of a fish. So powerful, especially when you get him close in. Real strong fight does. Yeah, I'd say he's well over 2, that one. Nice fish. Again, that was on the boom rig, top hook. And what I did is when I cast out, I give it some slack line, just to make sure both the hooks are on the bottom. I'm out of breath, yeah. Great stuff. Let's get another one. So, as I said, my bait is going to be ragworm. Loads and loads of king ragworm. Lovely worm from Simon. And on the boom rig, I'm simply going to just get one worm per hook, put it on a couple of times, thread him on up the line, just over the knot. The knot will act as a bait stop the fish pulling the worm off, and that's it. So that's all I'm going to do on that. Obviously do the same on the other hook. And on the up and over, I'll slide the bait stop out of the way, which I already have, and I'm going to put 2 worms on this. So I'll put one on head first, just thread him up, guts going everywhere, nice firm worms, thread that up and over, get my second worm, and I'll put that one on tail first. So the reason I'm doing that is you can nick just behind the head, and it's a little bit tougher. It'll stop the fish pulling. You see the hook point still showing there. It stops the fish pulling the worm off the hook, and then the bait stop comes down, squeeze the worm down slightly. You don't go mad, you don't want it into a little ball, but that's a compact bait, loads of scent, and that hook point's lovely and proud. Perfect for a sole. I think there's some small fish playing with it. I'm getting little rattles as soon as I cast out, pretty much. But it's time for a move back now. I've got to go up into the soft mud for a bit. I'll have to cast a little bit further just to be in the same areas that I was fishing. But it won't be long and I'll be back on the ledges. Yeah, it took me a fucking... Might even stand up for it. Well, I've been bitten off on £40. Must have been a conger, it's all roughed up. At least I know it wasn't a sole anyway. Right, got a slack line bite again. Oh, come on, this side there. Slack line bite on the up and over this time. 14 on with the conger. Don't get bitten off again. The tide is pushed up a little bit further than I thought it would. See if I can catch up with this fish. Yeah, something on there. Something on. Hopefully it's not a conger, because it'll just bite through my 40-pound snood again. The issue I've got now is a ledge in front of me. I'm going to try to get the fish up and over that ledge, but staying deep.
Yeah, it's so.
Ah, that's a good idea. Come on. top over that ledge. Put the foot on the ledge, it's going to go. Whatever it is up on top now. And there we go. Strap conger, but this time it's lip hooked. I'll get that straight back though, it's going to make a mess of my rig. Oh, you get my hand there. He's gone. Point down the left hand rod on the boom rig. Slack line though. Oh, another one, excellent. This one's probably a pound and a quarter. Interestingly, another one on the boom rig. The first one came on the top snood, this is on the bottom. Lovely bite, loads of rattles, and then a slack liner. I think I've been pestered by congers the last hour or so, strap congers, because my snoods have been coming back rough. I've missed all the bites. But that's a beauty. Great fish. Well, there we are. The water's going now. I pulled the last two casts in. I've had enough anyway, I'm covered in muck. I'm boiling hot, I've got a twisted ankle. Well, I got two sole. You can't fall. Oh, something there. Someone cracked off. But yeah, it was a good session in the end. So two sole and two conger landed. I'm sure I was getting pestered by small conger. I had one bite off, and a couple of times I reeled in and the snood was rough from teeth. I think they're just about the only thing up here with teeth, so it's been interesting anyway. Something different again. It's always nice this time of year, like we're in the start of June, the first week of June. They're like clockwork up here, that's when they turn up. End of May, start of June. But as always, thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next episode.